Wouldn't it be nice to find out how successful people became successful? Are you interested in rewriting your life right now? Stick around, we're going to be talking about manifestation. Hi there, and welcome to the Booksters Club, where we find daily inspiration from the books you love. Today's featured book is Napoleon Hill's Golden Rules by Napoleon Hill, and today's inspirational thought comes to us on page number 9. It says, "The term autosuggestion simply means self-suggestion, suggestion which one deliberately makes to oneself. James Allen, in his excellent little magazine, As a Man Thinketh, has given the world a fine lesson in autosuggestion by having shown that a man may literally make himself over through this process of self-suggestion. This lesson, like James Allen's magazine, is intended mainly as a means of stimulating men and women to the discovery and perception of the truth that they themselves are makers of themselves, by virtue of the thoughts which they choose and encourage. That mind is the master weaver, both in the inner garment of character and the outer garment of circumstance, and that as they hitherto woven in ignorance, pain, and grief, they may now weave in enlightenment and happiness." Manifestation was a really big thing in the 90s. The book The Secret came out, and everybody was doing autosuggestion, and they were focusing on thinking about your thoughts and trying to manifest what it was that they wanted. And in this section, Napoleon Hill, he brought up the fact that it is both, autosuggestion is for your inner character and your outside circumstances. So you have your inside character, and that is where everything really takes hold. And I believe that in the 90s, and when all of that stuff was coming out with The Secret, it kind of got derailed a little bit because everybody was focusing on the outside circumstances. And so it was like, focus, looking through a magazine, find a Porsche that you like, and focus on a Porsche, put it on your vision board, and then expect the Porsche to just show up. Where autosuggestion is really to change the belief systems and the recording that you have in your mind, so that energetically you become a new person that will attract those opportunities, that will attract those circumstances, that will allow you to make better money, to be able to afford a Porsche, and be someone that can actually afford it. So I think that was a really powerful point to bring up, the fact that it's your inner character, and that's where the lesson, I believe, really truly lies. Coincidentally, the opposite of manifestation is pretending, and pretending is the outside situations, it's the outside appearance. And so I think what a lot of people were doing was they were doing a lot of pretending, and that's short-lived, and it doesn't last long. And so if you were dabbling with The Secret, make sure that you're focusing on the internal. Also, just recently I just saw Elizabeth Gilbert. She was on an Oprah special, and she said, change your mantra. Not create a mantra. She said, change your mantra, because we already have one. We already have dialogue going on in our mind, and that is what is creating the current manifestations that we are seeing today and that we've experienced yesterday. So that's what he said in the book. He said that, whatever we've created maybe in misery, now we can create in happiness. So to recognize how powerful it is that we have that ability to change our circumstances, I think is fantastic. I actually have an autosuggestion that I love and I listen to, and I highly recommend it. It's here on YouTube, so I'll leave a link in the description. And I've shared it with a lot of people, and I've had this the experience that they also told me that they had, and that was that some of the phrases in the beginning were like jarring, and it just didn't feel right to hear. And what I think is very interesting about that is your current belief system that is showing up to tell you that maybe this isn't a good current belief that you have. And so getting it to where you feel comfortable is actually you now being in agreement with that, and you're changing. So it's a really positive experience. So pay attention. If you have an autosuggestion that you trust, and you want to start believing all the things that autosuggestion is suggesting, then pay attention to what it is that comes up for you that is maybe you're not in agreement with. That may be something that you need to work on. If you had a different take on this part of the book, a different part in this book, or a different book entirely that you think should be featured here on the Booksters Club, please let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for clicking the like button if you liked it, and subscribe if you're new, because I post new videos every single day. See you tomorrow, Booksters.